The Plonker tower crane first appeared as a pre-production sample in 2009. After a very lengthy development period, the final version appeared on the Plonker stand at the 2013 Nuremberg Toy Fair. The model comes in what Plonker describes as luxury packaging, but any sane person would describe it as a tatty old box. Unfortunately, you do have to take the lid off and then your heart sinks at what's inside. There's a piece of paper which is pretending to be instructions, and we'll see more of that later, and the rest of the contents include a few small bags of parts. There's something which at first sight looks like a fat ladder, and there's the crane model which comes ready reeved with the block attached. Although it doesn't look like any real tower crane, alive or dead, Plonker Models has confirmed it's based on a real crane which will get its debut at the Baumar exhibition in 2013. The first item on the instructions is open the box, which is completely stupid because you have to open the box to get the instructions out. To start the assembly, we need to use this cheap and nasty modelling part which has reassuringly got the Plonker name on it. In fact, laughingly, it's supposed to be a piece of track on which the crane stands. Going back to the instruction sheet, the next item is called Adding of the High Def. And Plonker is proud of this modelling innovation, which is the provision of detail packs. The idea is that these contain parts which add detail, but looking at what's provided here, it's a dreadful idea. Also provided is some sticky goo to stick the parts, but of course it sticks to the bag it comes in, so it drives you nuts getting it out. Anyway, let's give it a go and try and stick these stupid bogey wheels onto the bottom of the crane. Well, applying them's easy enough, but you'd obviously want to spend a lot more time than I'm doing here to achieve a high quality result. And speaking of the result, here it is. I appear to have stuck Pac-Man circles onto the bottom of a piece of cardboard. Another detail pack is supplied as the cab of the crane, and this one's better because the goo is pre-applied. In typical Plonker fashion, there's not a clue as to where it should actually be fitted, but we'll stick it on the side. But unfortunately, the quality of the goo is poor, so it doesn't stay in position, and it has a quick release hitch. Oh, I've had enough of this nonsense. I'll make sure it stays stuck on. One surprise is that the block on the original model wasn't actually the hook. And for this version there's a detail pack which includes different hooks which can be stuck onto the block. This is a whole new way of fitting a crane hook to a model, and only a madman could have invented it. If you're not happy with the hook design with the chevrons in it, there is another one which can best be described as a broken umbrella. But don't worry if you lose the hooks, because Plonker Models have thoughtfully provided a spare. On the review model, the quality of the wheel bogies and the bottom of the mast was not the best. And there is a scaling problem because at one end the wheels line up with the track, but at the other end it looks like the workers were high as a kite when they made it. Unfortunately, looking at the quality of the painting, Plonker is still employing upside down donkeys wearing blindfolds, and the artwork graphic of the driver looks like a laughing jackass. However, the geometry of the jib looks great as long as you drink 10 double whiskies before you look at it. According to the instructions, the first feature of the model is circle for round, and we can only assume that means you can rotate the crane, although how that works on the track isn't clear. But hey ho, it spins pretty well. The next bit of extreme optimism in the instructions sheet is lifting of heavy load, and it's a completely bizarre and ridiculous feature, because the way this crane is designed to work, it all tilts forward to lower its hook. Although some people would call this advanced engineering, you'd find more sensible stuff in a nursery. Let's go back to the instruction sheet, and there's no doubt it is a piece of sheet. The last instruction says doof to make high, whatever the hell that means. Whatever it is, it seems to have something to do with that ridiculous opening flap. Based on this, the only sensible assumption seems to be that the people who run Plonker Models are doof heads. In summary, this model certainly maintains the reputation of the Plonker company. And just imagine how you'd feel if you had to explain to a friend that you'd actually purchased it. In all respects, this is an outstanding model. Outstanding crap.